On the hour, rugbyleague.com news. Brought to you by Thomson Reuters, the global leader for news.
Coming up, Parramatta cooked the Chooks, leaving the Roosters in danger of missing the finals. Warriors consolidate their place in the top four as Manly keep the dream alive. And in the UK, St Helens moved to second place in Super League with victory over Hull FC. But first up, in the NRL game at CommBank Stadium, as heard live and free right here on rugbyleague.com, thanks to our mates at the Continuous Call team, Parramatta have caused a major upset, belting the Sydney Roosters 30 points to 10. At half-time, the Eels up 14-4 after Union convert Mark Nwanganita-Waze was denied what looked to be a fair try for the Chooks. In fact, the on-field decision was try, but the bunker thought otherwise. The Roosters now stuck on 28 points, inside the 8, just. On the Gold Coast, the Warriors consolidated their place in the top four, defeating the Titans 32-18. The Wars up 18-6 at the break, with two late tries to the Gold Coast, adding some respectability to the final score. And in the first of the NRL games on Saturday, Manly beat the Dolphins 58-30 in a high-scoring affair at Brookvale. The Sea Eagles led 22-10 at half-time and finished up scoring 10 tries to 5 to mathematically stay in the hunt for a final spot. The Eagles now on 26 points, alongside the Finns, 2 points shy of the Roosters. In the Queensland Cup at the North Ipswich Reserve, the Sunshine Coast Falcons defeated the Jets 30 points to 12. At Bishop Park, Burleigh Bears beat Norths 30 to 22. Over on the Bayside, Winner Manly whacked the PNG Hunters 32-10. And at Toowoomba, the Tigers too good for the Clydesdales 40 points to 20. In the New South Wales Cup at Redfern, Canberra defeated Souths 38-26. At Lidcombe, the Bulldogs beat Western Suburbs 40 points to 18. At St Mary's, the Dragons pipped Penrith 31-30. And across the Tasman, the Warriors smashed Parramatta 54-4. In the bush, in Queensland, they had the grand final in the beef capital of Rockhampton, Yeppoon, toppling last year's premiers Emu Park 32-16. 180 kilometres west of Rocky, in the railway town of Bluff, in the Central Highlands Rugby League Grand Final, it was the Rabbitohs who reigned supreme. The Bluff Rabbitohs hammering Middlemount Panthers 38 points to 6. In the Central Burnett Grand Final at Biggendon, the Warriors now celebrating after they defeated Gayndah 18-10. And up in the Gulf at Normanton, the Mornington Island Raiders lifted the trophy after beating the Stingers 18-8. In the Northern Hemisphere, St Helens went to second place on the Super League table with a 16-10 victory over Hull FC. Saints up 8-6 at half-time. And in the match in Greater Manchester, Lee brushed aside Salford 38-6 after the Leopards went to the break, leading 12 points to 6. In the second tier, firstly in the south of France, there's been a big second-half performance by York Knights against Toulouse. The locals led 8-4 at the break, but it was the Knights who got the chocolates 16 points to 8. And in the match at Sheffield, Bradford crushed the Eagles 70 points to 8. That result, by the way, elevating the Bulls to second place at the expense of Toulouse, with York, of course, top of the pops. I'm Jason Costigan, and that's the latest in news on rugbyleague.com.